I was driving, I would say the week before last on a Sunday. I just got my car washed. I was driving, and MSNBC was doing their endless Hillary Clinton chant, the Hillary Clinton cheerleading. And I just didn't have time for that. So I decided to flick on to Fox Business News. Now, I know what you're going to think. Fox Business News is terrible. It's blah, 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 blah. Propaganda, propaganda. Yes, it is. However, I do turn it on from time to time just to hear, just what they're saying on the station, just to hear it every so often, just like I watch MSNBC, just every so often, just to see what they're saying. And they were talking about something extremely interesting. And I think this is something that we as progressives really need to recognize. And that is, outside of the Democratic Party, outside of left leaning independents, outside of like hardcore leftists, there are other people in the political spectrum. And when they see, they're not going to be in, they're not going to be like highly nuanced. They're going to characterize the left as whatever is put in front of them. So right now, Hillary Clinton is the representative of the left to people who aren't within the left. And I mean, and to some people who actually are within the left in terms of their leaning ideologically, right? So the people that are outside are looking and they're seeing a huge problem. When I just spoke about the Clinton Foundation, how much money flows in and out of the Clinton Foundation, Fox News Business did a segment on it. And they linked the Clinton Foundation to some of the Clintons' activities that were going on in Haiti. And I think like one other country. And they spoke about how Hillary Clinton did a favor for this person after that person gave, a large multi-million-dollar donation to the foundation, and then they got the State Department actually pressured, or in some cases, like the president, the actual administration pressured another country to give this person, whether it be a lucrative mining contract or some exclusive rights to mineral rights, or a contract to build like an industrial park, all of those things. And they connected the dots. Like, this person works in this industry and he owns a private equity firm. However, has nothing to do with mining, but he gives a couple of $100 million or several million to the Clinton Foundation. The Clinton Foundation leans in on a foreign government that they have high influence with, and he gets an exclusive mining contract, like sole rights to mine a particular resource, whether it be gold, diamonds, in that country. And it just goes to show you, the pay to play is still alive. We all talk about it, but they actually did a piece of honest journalism. And I know they don't like the Clintons, and I think that's what kind of gives them cover to do this, because they don't do it to their own politicians, right? They only do it to their political enemies. But they actually did clear journalism and showed that the Clinton Foundation, at the very least, is a massive conflict of interest, and it's unacceptable to have somebody, with that kind of power, having an organization that could act possibly as a conflict of interest, or, at the worst, a slush fund. That's literally something that any objective reader or any objective listener or any objective thinker or viewer has to look at and understand that this is problematic. That we have this as a representative of the left to people that, don't know much about the left. Now, you may say, okay, well, you don't need those people anyway. I would argue that you want to have your coalition as big as you could possibly get it, because it's going to have fractures and there's going to be fissures between the coalition. We're already experiencing that now. So you want to be able to have as many people as possible, maybe receptive to your message and receptive to your politics as you possibly can. So when you put up Hillary Clinton as this bastion of liberalism, as this progressive champion, as this fighter for women, as this selfless person who wants to serve the public and protect those who, don't have the power to protect themselves, and then the people on the outside look and they see something like this, they're just going to say, well, all that's BS. And they're not just going to paint that person as BS. They're going to paint that entire ideology as BS because they see this corruption. And then, you know, they'll go and talk to somebody who may be enlightened and they may know about it. And they'll say, well, yeah, but at least they're better than Republicans. That's not an answer. That's not an acceptable answer to give somebody outside of your ideology that, hey, the politician that I happen to be biased towards, I'm just going to ignore blatant corruption